excited that I got to hear about the K-pop of it all, but I'm sure everyone watching this wants to know about Valorant. So they send you this DM, and then you go in. How the initial recording of your lines? When did you book the job? When did you book it? Were you an OG character?
It was a long process. So what happened was, when they DM'd me on Instagram, the timing was immaculate. That's when my K-pop contract actually ended, and it was a couple days before I was moving back to the UK, to kind of go back home. And they were like, hey, are you actually down to record this week? And I'm like, well, shit, that's really convenient because I'm gonna be in the UK in like 2-3 days. So
wow,
I went to go record. Obviously, like, the fucking sheet they give me is literally just a picture of Jett and then her bio, nothing else. And then they make you sign an NDA and all whatnot, right? So it's like, okay, no idea what this is. So Jett actually started off British, and then we kind of fucked around a little bit, and then they were like, you know what? Maybe American might be a little more cocky, a little more sarcastic, you know, because British is a little like, she sounds a little too like uppity, if that makes sense, like a little too like snobby. So like maybe a little more sarcastic, more playful would be great with the American accent. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds great. Recorded like 3 more auditions, and then I went back to Korea for some work, and they actually emailed me telling me, hey, unfortunately, Riot thinks your voice is a little too high for this character, and they don't want people to feel bad about killing her, right? And I was like,
too high? Well, what does that mean? Like too young?
A little too young.
Okay.
And I was like, I can get that, because my voice is pretty like on a higher level. So I was like, yeah, I get that. Like my tone's pretty high. So, and then literally like 2 months later, they were like, oh yeah, shit, like psych, never mind, we want you back. And I was like, oh, okay. So so they flew me out to the UK again, recorded for like a whole week, a week and a half, and and then that was pretty much it. At that point, the only other people that I heard record was Afolabi's voice lines, Phoenix's voice lines.
Yeah.
That was the only other person that I know that had recorded at that time. So I was like, oh, okay, shit. Well, let's go.
Wow. And so you go back in, and do you they've said to you, oh, we think it's too high. Did you change it at all, or?
No, not at all. I was just like, well, you know, because like, I think they were just worried about her being a little too, you know, she's supposed to be about my age or a little older, but I sound a lot younger, I guess. So it's like, they were like, yeah, we might want to look for someone who's a little more mature. And I was like, yeah, that's totally fine. I get it. And then they were like, nah, yeah, never mind. Just come back. We want to use your voice now. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Sounds great.
Oh, wow. Dude, that's a wild story.
It do be.
Oh my God. Because I just got an audition through my voice agent. And then, and I didn't know I was the same. They never said it was for Valorant. So like, and also I wouldn't have even known what that was, but they were just like, oh, it's, you know, it's a video game. And I was like,
right.
And then I recorded it, and then like in my bedroom, and then, you know, 6 weeks later, I get an email saying I've booked it. And then I go into the studio. I've got no idea what it is. They show me Phoenix in a video, and then they explain like some of it to me, and they're like, oh, this is a really big video game. And I'm like, cool. Like I'm like, yeah, right.
I mean, honestly, it's like the weirdest part for me was by the time I went to go record these lines, the first audition, I already like had my hair dyed completely white, like just coincidentally. It was the weirdest thing, and I still have a picture of it somewhere, right? And it's literally my hair completely white. My bangs were grown out to the side.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And I shit you not, I had my hair in a bun because it was messy as fuck. I went into the recording studio for the audition. I look at this picture and I was kind of confused. I was like, oh wait, it looks so similar to my hair. What the fuck is this? It was the weirdest shit. It was so weird, but they were like, the one thing I remember, I fucking appreciate, the one thing they told me was like, I remember Zach, the writer, was like, as soon as you did the voice lines, they were actually really close to giving up on Jett, apparently, because they couldn't find the right person for it. And I came in, and according to Zach, apparently, I was like, I gave it a very different direction than they thought Jett would have, because she was supposed to be, from what I know, I think, she was supposed to be more timid, more shy, a little more.
That's not Shannon Williams.
a little more laid back, you know, a little more keeps herself, you know.
Oh my God.
I just come in and I just fucking shit on everyone's parade. So